drive into work with me, baby. This is a new series that I am dropping because I cannot figure out a work-life balance. And that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? We are going to talk about, Ash, how do I keep a balance between my 9 to 5 as I am building my 5 to 9? I know there are so many people out there that are striving to become self-employed, have the desire to open the business. Y'all want to become a content creator, baby, an influencer. You want to start your own lawn care company. What else is it? You want to start your own dog grooming, mobile dog walking business. I don't care what the business is. You have made the incredible decision to become your own boss. Now, I'm going to start with the cons. We're going to go through the pros and the cons, and I'm just going to keep it real. I keep it real. There is a lot of work that has to be done to be self-employed. Understand that sometimes we take advantage or we overlook some of the advantages of being a 9 to 5er. When you are a 9 to 5er, you are not responsible for anything but what is on your job description, baby, typically. Something breaks, that ain't on you. You call maintenance, you call your supervisor, they fix it. If somebody don't show up, that ain't on you. You do your job, you let the business worry about whatever. Some money come up missing, that ain't on you unless you took it, right? When you are a 9 to 5 employee, a W-2 employee, somebody else is in charge of making sure that everything is running smoothly, typically. When you are your own boss, everything is on you, baby. Everything is on you. If you have a brick and mortar store and the toilet in your bathroom clogs, guess who got to unclog it or pay for it to get unclogged? You. Somebody don't show up and it's just you and that one person, you got to do the work or two. Some money come up missing, you got to do an audit, figure out where the money going and going to and coming from. And you are in charge of everything. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Another con of starting a business is the investment. The investment of money and time. Baby, starting a business takes a lot. Starting a business requires you sometimes to sacrifice and take money that you would rather spend here and put it in the business. Sometimes starting a business requires you to not go out, not have fun, not hang with the homies, not go on the vacation because you're starting a business. And it requires your undivided attention sometimes when you start, right? So it does take sacrifice of your wants because you need to be in that business. Also, being self-employed means everything is dependent upon your success, not somebody else's. And our success is a direct result of the type of effort that we put into it. So if you are one of those people that procrastinate and half-ass, if you are one of those type of people that, oh, I only want to do this today and I'll figure it out tomorrow, baby, your business is going to give you the exact same results. Oh, well, this is all I got today for you. Okay? So those are the cons. And I know you're like, well, Ashley, God, give me some pros. Absolutely, girl. As somebody who has been self-employed for 20 years, being self-employed has allowed me to do what I want to do. I set the standard. I set the rules. I set the hours. I set the prices competitively, of course. I get to create a life that I want. Nobody else gets to tell me what to do, how to do, when to do. Now, the reality is when you operate a business that works with the public, you still have to consider the public. Kind of look at it like the public, your customers, your clients, they are your boss technically, because without them, there is no you. But the great thing is you get to set the standard of what service you are offering to them, what hours they can come to you, what product, what price point, all of that, you get to set that, right? So you still have a tremendous amount of say so. Also, being self-employed has given me freedom of time, baby. In the sense of you can schedule vacation whenever you want. If you want to work 7 days this week, but you only want to be open 3 days next week, you can do that. If you decide my baby is sick and I want to take my baby to the doctor, there's nobody to tell you, well, we need you to get somebody to cover you. Hey, make some adjustments, talk to your customers, your clients, Do whatever you need to do, but you make the final say of when you can or when you will be a mama, will be, a wife. You got a husband, you got a boyfriend that you want to support. Can't nobody tell you that you can't. And I believe that for me, being self-employed allows me to be a better mother because I don't have the pressure of, if I do this for my kids, then my employer is going to be mad. It allows me, as I, grow in my relationship and pray that it turns into marriage, which it is, it allows me to prioritize being a wife. I get to adjust my business based on what my family needs. Because let's be honest, I work so that I can provide for my family. That means really my family should come first. And we should be in a position to where our work does not require us to neglect our family. When you have an employer, unfortunately, somebody else dictates when you can come, go, what you make, what you do, right? But when you are the boss, you can create a business that supports you being a mom and a wife. I encourage all women to have some type of self-employment income, right? All right. Next thing, your money is only capped on you. You will make as much money as you decide you're going to make in whatever industry you're going into. So that financial freedom that you've been seeking, you control that. You control that with how much effort you put into your business and how you structure your business and what kind of business you choose to go into. So there are so many more benefits. But let's start with those, okay? So now that I have given you plenty of reason to become self-employed, which you already had decided to be self-employed, let's talk about how do I work my 9 to 5 while I am starting my 5 to 9. Coffee break. All right. You work a traditional Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., hypothetically speaking, okay? I am going to say some very honest and maybe harsh truths because I'm not here to lie to you. You can't grow in a lie. You cannot become your greatest self in a lie. In order for you to have the best work-life balance and work your 9 to 5 while you start your 5 to 9, you are going to have extreme discipline. You are going to have to organize, and you are going to have to manage your time efficiently. Okay? For example, let me give you my schedule. Okay? My children get up and get on the bus at 6:45 in the morning. The bus leaves at 6:45. I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning. Why am I up at 5 a.m.? Because at 5 a.m. I get up, I pray, I get some workout gear on, and I go do my walk. I try to walk at least 3 to 4 times a week, if I'm honest. Because some of them days, baby, I need a rest day, okay? It is important for me to walk because I feel like that kickstarts my brain, that gets my blood to moving, my body muscles that I know I'm going to need throughout the day, that stretches those muscles, wakes those muscles up. Walking every day just improves your overall health. That is my time to talk to God. That is my time to center myself, clear my mind, and get prepared for the day, right? At 5 a.m., I'm up, dressed, I'm walking. By 5:30, I'm back home. I ain't out that long. Baby, I am not trying to train for a marathon. I'm out there enough to get my body moving and my blood pumping. 5:30, I get back home. I shower. I get myself completely dressed. Now, hear me out. When you take time in the morning to prepare yourself to handle your day, your mind is ready. You are physically ready. And I'm a firm believer that when you dress for success, dress how you want to be addressed, that changes the perspective of your day. I'm ready, so now I'm ready to take over the day, right? But when we wake up and we drag. And it happens sometimes. Listen, trust me. When we wake up and we drag, so we decide not to do our hair, we decide not to do our makeup, we decide not to put on the clothes that make us feel the best, we don't put on our signature scent, we don't do our skincare, you have not properly started your day, baby. You are just getting up and just muddling through the day. So then by the time you get your kids up, you are not ready to give your kids everything they need. Because let's be honest, how those babies start their day can dictate how their entire day goes. So when you wake up in a bad mood, and it happens, listen, give yourself grace, but it can't be a constant. You wake up in a bad mood because you didn't get no sleep last night, because you was on TikTok or arguing with that man or doing whatever you do at nighttime, and then you get up in the morning and you don't take time to fully awake your mind, your heart, your spirit. You don't take time to pour into yourself. You ain't got nothing to pour into them kids. Now you up fussing at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's not good for anybody. So take time to get yourself dressed. But if I'm back home at 5:30, by 6 o'clock I'm waking my kids up. 6 o'clock gives me 45 minutes. And while that little one is throwing his clothes on, I'm getting his breakfast ready, getting my breakfast ready or whatever, and we're able to at least take 10-15 minutes in the morning while he is eating his breakfast to chit chat. We say daily affirmations, we pray, we laugh, because I want that baby leaving the house the most prepared. And I don't know if any other mommy can relate. Leave a comment below if this does the same thing for you. But to watch my kids walk out of the home that I have created for them, feeling loved, smiling, it lets me know they're going to have a good day, and it makes me feel like I've done a good job. It makes me feel accomplished as far as being a parent. Sometimes we do not show ourselves enough grace because we're working a lot. We're always on the go. But holding on to those small moments can make all the difference in the world, right? Now that your baby is gone, it's 6:45. You have to be at work at 9. Let's say you got a 30-minute commute. You got to leave at 8:30. 6:45 to 7:30, you're going to get to it, okay? You're going to work on the plan. You're going to record the content. You're going to reply to some emails. Actually, 6:45 in the morning. So, the early bird get the worm. People who are really wanting it, they out. They done got started. You're going to make your social media post. You are going to create your drafts. What do I mean? You batch create. You create on your days off. If you want to be a social media creator, if you are a business owner and you are using social media to promote your company, you're going to create all of your content on one of those off days, whether it be a Saturday, a Sunday, whatever day. And then what you're going to do is sit them in your drafts. Because on that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when you don't really have time to record, you don't have time to edit, all of these great pieces of content that are going to promote your business, promote your product, whatever, it's going to be sitting in your drafts waiting for you to drop it. Okay? So you're going to do that between 6:45 and 7:30. 6:45 and 7:30, you are working on your business. 7:30 to 8:30, you got a whole hour that if you wanted to record content, you could. If you wanted to review a couple of products, you could. If you are becoming a lawn care specialist, you could get out and drive around the neighborhood as you head to work, put some flyers on some doors. You're still promoting. You are going to take that time in the morning time to do whatever your business needs. It's going to look different for each business, but y'all get what I'm saying. You are going to technically take a couple of hours before your 9 to 5 to work on your 5 to 9, okay? Now, once that 8:30 time hits and you got to get that commute to work, get on, commute to work. Play you some music in the car, pray, talk to God, clear your mind so that you can fully give your 9 to 5 its due. Because, baby, the 9 to 5 is what's keeping them bills paid right now. Okay? We're going to put some respect on the 9 to 5's name. What I cannot stand is when people turn their nose up to a 9 to 5. I'm self-employed. That's great. But some of us are starting in a different place, and there is absolutely no shame in earning your income while you're starting your business, okay? So as you commute into work, you're going to prepare your mind for your 9 to 5, right? Now, I know you're like, Ashley, that's a little hypocritical because you have started this Drive to Work With Me series and you're not getting your mind ready for work. Hey, listen, I told you we got to do what we got to do, right? But most mornings, I have already prayed. I've already centered myself. I'm self-employed. So technically, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do to get ready for my 9 to 5. Because my 9 to 5 is my 5 to 9, right? But anywho, as you are driving into work, get your mind ready. Now you get to work. You're doing your 9 to 5, okay? Your lunch breaks come. I want you to call and talk to that man. Talk to that woman. Ashley, what are you talking about? Baby, the traffic, honey. Okay, you upset. Slow down. You see everybody else is slowing down. Your lunch break is your time, right? You got 30 minutes, 45, an hour, whatever it is. You need to remember that it is somebody who loves you. Somebody loves you, baby. That man or that woman that is important to you, they deserve some time too, right? So I want you to take that lunch break to tee-hee-hee with your boo. You're going to be eating your lunch. You're going to be at your office, in your car, in your cubicle, wherever it is you take your lunch. Make a conscious effort to spend some time with your loved one, okay? I know you're like, well, Ash, I see him when I get home, but we got stuff to do when we get home, okay? So hold that. But on your lunch break, I want you to go outside, let the sun hit your face, tee-hee-hee with your boo, pour into the other aspects of your life, all right? And after you finish lunch, you're going to go back, you're going to finish them couple of hours of work, all right? While you are at your 9 to 5, do not be working your 5 to 9. We are seeing so many people lose good 9 to 5s because they are trying to make content. They are trying to answer emails for their business while they answer emails for somebody else's business. That don't always work, baby. I believe you need to keep a separation. And until that 5 to 9 is producing so much money for you that you don't care about losing that 9 to 5, don't you go over there and mess up that good job. Okay? It is all right to be present for your 9 to 5 when you are at your 9 to 5. All right? We need to keep that job. Okay? Now, you are off from work and your 9 to 5 is over. Done. You are going to drive home. Get them kids. Get dinner together. Dinner is important. Sit down with your family. Love on your family. Love on your children. Love on that man. Okay? But let your family know I got stuff to do. All right? I have given y'all dinner time. I need a couple of hours to be able to do this. All right? So if you get off at 5, you get home by 5:30, you got to cook dinner. You got to do whatever. Dinner is at 6:30. And you are going to sit down at the kitchen table with your family, uninterrupted, no phone. And you are going to have dinner with your family, your children, your loved one, whoever, right? 7 o'clock, we're going to give our 5 to 9 a couple of hours. We are going to respond to emails if need. We're going to do some engagement. You can do engagement at your 9 to 5 on your breaks, okay? What is engagement? All the comments that people have left, the DMs that people have sent, you are going to respond to the people on the social medias, okay? You're going to respond to the people on the emails if there is any. You are going to do that type of stuff, all right? Now, from 7 to 9, technically, you're working your 5 to 9. I do not believe in giving too much of myself every day because you still have to take care of you. You still have to make sure that you have enough rest. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You're going to hear me say that 1,000 million times. So you have to make sure that you're in that bed at a decent hour because we up at 5, right? But during that 7 to 9, while the house is quiet, while the kids are in the bed, the kids are doing their own thing, go ahead, if you can, film some content, edit some content. Go ahead and be putting in posts to look for another lawn care guy. You gonna cut the grass, but they gonna weed eat. Take that time to see if you can find some people out there to help build your business. Whatever your business needs, that's what you're gonna do. You have to have your time so perfectly managed. Not perfect. I take that word back because it don't have to be perfect. But you do have to put in some good effort, okay? You have got to put in the effort to say, I'm giving my 9 to 5 this amount, and then I'm giving my 5 to 9 this amount, okay? Now, Saturdays and Sundays come, we're not going to work all day, baby. We're not going to work all day because you deserve the rest too. But if you are going into the social media content creation space, you need to carve out a couple of hours on Saturday to make your content. You want to film a podcast? Do it then. You want to film some get ready with me's, some product reviews? Do it then. You want to film, a hair tutorial? Do it then. And then that's the content that you're editing throughout the week. That's the content that you're dropping throughout the week, right? That is the best way, in my opinion, that a person can work their 9 to 5 while they are trying to build their 5 to 9. If you are a lawn care specialist, you going to get your butt up Saturday morning at 6 a.m. You're going to be cutting grass by 6:30. And you're going to get to it. While you're building that lawn care company, you're going to cut from 6 till 11 till it's too hot to cut. You're going to go home, take your shower, get your little nap, get your little rest, but then you're going to get back up Saturday and spend some time with them kids. Spend some time with your wife, with your husband, right? If you are looking to do a mobile dog grooming company, same thing. You're going to get your butt up in the morning. You're going to get it done so that you still got time left in a Saturday to enjoy life. Yes, it takes sacrifice to build a business. Hold on, let me merge. Yes, it takes time. It takes sacrifice of your time. It takes sacrifice of your effort. It's going to be some days you might work a little bit past 9, right? But with a minimum, at minimum, you should have a structure that allows you to have good time management so you can give everything what it needs. And like I said, it is just my suggestion, depending on how important family is to you, how important church is to you, that Sundays be untouchable. Let Sunday be the day that you sleep in a little bit. Let Sunday be the day that you don't do any real work so you can really rest your mind. Let Sunday be the day that is church, family. You cook dinner for your family, or y'all go out to eat. You go and visit your elderly family members. Let Sunday be the day that you go have brunch with the girlfriend so you can have somebody pour into your cup. Let Sunday be your reset day. Okay? Sunday is laundry day. Sunday is get ready for the weekday. Sunday is the day for you, right? And then Monday, you're going to run it back again. I hope this helps someone. I hope this encourages someone. Is it going to be hard? Yes. But as someone who has been self-employed for 20 years, let me tell you right now, I could not imagine having it any other way. I have had an incredible journey. The freedom of time, the fact that I've never felt like I had to choose between work and being a mom, work and being a wife. The fact that I have been able to control how much money I make. And I get to control when it's time for me to take care of me, when it's time for me to take care of other people. The amount of control, the amount of say gives me a peace of mind nobody will ever be able to understand. And I believe that is some of the best benefits of being self-employed. Also, I have been able to be impactful in other people's lives. I have employed people. I've taught people. I have helped people find the same freedom. Again, if I am here My camera is following me, following something. If I am here to be the change I want to see, I have to share the knowledge so they can also be the change, right? So being able to make that type of impact on people, incredible. It's incredible. And I know all of that is possible because I am self-employed. And I hope that you follow your dreams. I hope that you never give up. And I just want you to know you can do it. And I'm here if you need me. Okay, so I done made it to work. If you need a one-on-one, if you need me to go through your to-do list, your schedule, and help you curate a better balance, please, by all means, click the link in my bio that will go to my website. Book a one-on-one with me so that I can help you. I know it seems overwhelming, but you can do this. You just need a little razzle-dazzle added to your life and added to your schedule, right? And I may have some things that you haven't thought about that could help. I do have some tools that I've used along the way, some programs, some apps. I'm here for it. If I can help, book a one-on-one with me, and I am here. But until we see each other again, please stay encouraged. I love you guys. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. And until next time.